This is Charles Darwin. They had some amazing inventions after my death. One of those inventions, they were able to take the sound waves of music and translate it into the waves on the grooves of this disc. There's nothing on the other side. You think maybe someday they'll figure out that you could put music on both sides of the disc. And then what you can do is you take this disc, put it on the turntable, wind it up, and then you put the needle in the groove. Then there's the music back. Amazing! Well, technology is perhaps our most important adaptation as a human species. Now, our human ancestors lived in the savannah, whereas today I live in the deciduous forest. However, there's an important difference. Our ancestors really did live in the savannah. They had to be physically adapted to it, whereas I am living in the deciduous forest only indirectly. For instance, my food comes from the market, and then Emma prepares it. And this house shelters me from wind and rain and storms, and I can heat it and I can cool it. And even my entertainment is primarily technological. It is true that I like to take walks in the woods, but also I read books, Emma plays the piano for me. Now, humans are not the only species of animal that has technological extensions. For instance, birds build nests. Beavers build their little huts in the middle of a pond. And chimpanzees can use sticks to pull termites out of holes and to eat them. And they can use rocks to crack nuts open and eat them. But with humans, we depend upon technology more than any other species. So this started with stone tools. And then our ancestors invented the use of fire. And with fire, they could cook their food. That would soften it, make it easier to digest. They could get more food value from the food that they ate, and that allowed the increase in human brain size. And even the campfire itself was a focus of social activity, which allowed and opened the door for great new social evolution. These are all extensions of the animal body. That's why Sir Richard Dawkins calls them the extended phenotype. Now with humans, we're utterly dependent upon those extensions. We're physically not very strong. Why? We probably couldn't even fight against a possum. Well, I'll speak for myself. But most people couldn't fight against, say, a hyena, even though we're much larger than hyenas. We're pretty tender and delicate, and we depend for our survival upon technology. This is Charles Darwin. Tally-ho, and amen.